What are you looking at? Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. This is a true story, and I know some of you are gonna be waiting for the joke at the end of the video, but I am being serious in this video. I promise. And tomorrow is the anniversary, and I actually thought it was 10 years ago. I thought it was 2010, but it was 2011 because I found it in my Facebook memories. I always thought the date was February 10th, but like I said, February 11th, I guess, is the date. And 2011, when I was thinking it was 2010. So I'd been planning for a few weeks to do the 10th year anniversary of what happened to me, but it's the 9th year. I still wanted to talk about it. I know that some of you have already heard this story on either Facebook or I think there's a YouTube video regarding what happened, but it just really affected me, and even to this day, you know, sometimes I really think, what was that all about? What was that all about? So, first of all, 9 years ago, tomorrow, I did this following video, just a short little silly comedy video, and actually it was kind of not that funny, but that being said, in this video I realized that when you put your face into snow and you lift your head back up, the snow on your face is cold. So I did this video, which I'll show you, and then I'll come back and tell you the rest of the story. I invited all of my friends to the January barbecue, but none of them showed up. Fuck, that's cold. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Oh, things I do for comedy. Ow. No. I'm moving to Florida. Okay, so I did that video, and at the time I was married, and on that day, I'd say pretty soon after I did that video, maybe 2 or 3 hours later, my ex and I went to Lindsay, Ontario to pick up her daughter, and the weather was okay. It was snowing lightly, but other than that, and it was cold, I guess, but other than that, it wasn't too bad of a day. And she drove on the way there, and I drove the way back. So it was about a 90-minute trip both ways. Now, the night before, I was laying in bed. I was not dreaming. I was, just relaxed and laying there. And I guess you can call it a vision. It was weird. What I saw was, it was like this door, and the door opened, and there was this light, a white light. And there were these figures in the doorway. Didn't know who they were, but it was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 figures in this doorway. And so I'm kind of freaking out in my mind, and I'm saying in my mind, I don't want to die yet. I don't want to die yet. And so that morning, same day I did the video you just watched, I told my ex, my wife at the time, about it, and we just kind of laughed it off, right? And so, like I said, we went and picked up her daughter, and on the way back, we were on the 401, Highway 401. We were in Cobourg, Ontario, which is about 45 minutes from home. And I'm driving, and it's just snowing lightly. And I don't know why I said this in my mind once again, but I said, please protect us. Because I was sensing something, I guess. And soon after that thought, we hit a patch of black ice. I've never had any experiences with black ice before until then. Anyway, the car is going like this. And it happened so fast. We hit this road sign, and still to this day I can, it was a loud bang. It was scary. We hit the road sign, and then, it's all, how people say it's all in a flash. It really is all in a flash, but we flipped the car. I don't know, we flipped the car once or twice. I always joke, I didn't have time to count how many times it flipped over. But it flipped, and it landed straight side up in a ditch about, 10 feet, 10-foot ditch, or 15-foot ditch, I don't know. And we were all fine, and the car was totaled. Like, the damage actually doesn't look that bad, but the car was totaled. So all three of us are fine, but up above, that is the highway, and what was really scary was we could hear one or two other accidents. And then, of course, the police came and whatever, and kind of all of this I don't remember too much, but I do remember at one point being in the back of a police car, and I've never been, believe it or not, I've never been in the back of a police car, and there's not much room. And we were back on the highway, right, where there were a couple more accidents, and that was scary, because you're worried that somebody's going to hit you from behind. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. So the very next day, I thought, I don't want to be scared of driving. I'm going to get back in my car, big macho man, I'm going to go drive downtown. I was so scared driving. I was probably going 20 miles an hour or less. And so for the next few months, I had a fear of driving. I would drive, but I'd be very, very nervous. And basically ever since that day, in the winter, I never go on the highway. I just drive in town. And so I'm just, I know it's kind of a weird story for some people, but it's an honest story, and it's what happened to me. So it really affected my life, and sometimes I think when I saw that vision or whatever the heck it was, I had the choice to live or not. And I said, I don't want to die yet. Because at that time, I didn't even know, but at that time in my marriage and all that, I wasn't happy. I was depressed, even though I didn't really know it. But also, I think, and the very next year, almost like a year later, my wife left me and went through some really bad times. There's a couple of videos on my playlist, life stories, whatever, about depression and everything. But it was like I had a chance, an opportunity to get the heck out of here. And I decided to stay. I said, I don't want to die yet. And so it's always kind of affected me in my life. I don't always think of it, but when I do, it's, it affects me. And not now. So I would just love your thoughts on my story, and if you've ever had any kind of similar weird things in your life. I think everybody does, right? Some people either don't talk about it, or they're too embarrassed to talk about it. I don't care. But that's my story. And but I went, like I said, I went through some pretty rough times and depressing times. And now, not that things are always, I mean, even now, today, right, there's stresses and everything. Everybody has stresses in life. But I have Molly. I have Molly in my life, and it just means so much to me. And everybody, well, not everybody, but most people's support of our relationship means a lot to me. And she will be here at the end of this month. My birthday is February 28th. She'll be here the day before. So she'll be here for 4 days. And we'll do some videos. We'll have lots of laughs. And that's about it. That's my story. Excuse me. Excuse me again. So I thought I would just share my story with you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.